Ama kweli tunaitakia heri ndoa hiyo. Na mtazamaji, kwingineko ni kwamba kongamano la kuhamasisha jamii kuhusu afya ya akili ili kuepuka hali ambapo vijana wanawazia kujitoa uhai limefanyika jijini Nairobi, huku wito ukitolewa kwa serikali kutafuta suluhu ya kudumu kwa tatizo hili ambalo limewaathiri vijana kwa kiwango kikubwa. Kongamano hilo lilofanyika kwenye mtandao lilikuwa ni kilele cha uhamasisho kuhusu masuala mbalimbali yanayompeleka mtu kujitoa uhai kati ya tarehe 5 hadi tarehe 11 Septemba. Mwanzilishi wa shirika la Jenga Afrika, Sheila Akwara, ambaye mwenyewe anakiri kwamba amewahi kuwa na msongo wa mawazo na kuwazia kujitoa uhai, ametoa changamoto kwa vijana kujikubali hali yao na kutafuta msaada endapo wanahisi kwamba kuna masuala yanayowasumbua.
Today we've gathered different individuals to share their journeys in life, to share different stories, because I believe that for every situation, every mountain, there's a solution. And sometimes the best way to deal with mental health issues is to hear from others. What's interesting is, as I've been doing my peer counseling sessions in schools, the one major thing that has popped up, which was surprising but not really because I went through it when I was young, was bullying. And these kids would come to me and tell me, this is my experience. I would ask them, have you told the teacher, or have you told, a counselor or their parents? And most of them, not all, say that they haven't shared that information. And when I'd ask why, they would say they don't want to be labeled as something that they're not. Sometimes just talking and raising awareness. Sometimes as young people and just as a society, we don't really understand the impact of our words and the statements that we make to each other. Sometimes we don't know how to empathize with someone's situation. You might not have gone through that situation, but that other person has. And so because maybe you don't connect with it, then maybe it doesn't really affect you. The government should have a program where we have more counselors in schools. I'm aware that some schools do have counselors, but it's normally one out of like maybe 500, 600 students. Sometimes they come once, twice, 3 times a week for a few hours. I don't think that that's enough. And then we need to structure it some more. When I was in the US, in New York, we had a counseling program. That's why I spoke up. The solution is, okay, we have mentors, we have advisors, we have people around us. Just create a list. What are the things that I can do to solve the situation that I'm going through?
Na wakizungumza katika kongamano hilo la kuzuia visa vya watu kujitoa uhai, viongozi mbalimbali wameelezea safari yao binafsi kuhusu afya ya akili na jinsi mawazo ya kujitoa uhai yamewaathiri. Katibu mwandamizi katika Wizara ya Habari na Mawasiliano, Nadia Ahmed, amewataka vijana kujiepusha na kasumba ya kuiga maisha ya wenzao, jambo ambalo anasema lilimwathiri pakubwa akiwa katika shule ya sekondari.
There's no problem with your body. You are perfect the way you are. You are where you want to be and you have to be. And God designed you in a way that you should appreciate yourself. You should also understand that bullies, they project what they feel about themselves. So if anyone right now is being bullied, just know that that's not you, it's them. The other thing I would tell my younger self is focus more on trying to accept yourself and trying to be comfortable with yourself rather than spending so much time understanding how other people would like you. I never liked myself when I was young, and so I tried to look at how other people are living their life and try to mimic that. And that's why in high school I wasted so much time getting into fights, trying to get into groups, trying to get into gangs, because I felt like, that would validate me or who I am.
What have I gone through? There are different anxieties, and there is, substance abuse, there is the psychological abuse, disorders, I would say. There is trauma from even families, losing a member of a family or being involved in an accident. And I think it's very important that when you go through that, don't personalize it to say that it's you and you alone. You have to come out and talk to people who are willing to listen. And this Jenga Africa Awareness Bootcamp, which will be happening on the 11th of September, is really critical to bring together a conversation on this mental wellness bootcamp. And I wanted to be part and parcel to also give my view that it is important that the government of the day really come out to focus on the well-being of our young generation, because this is something that if not really addressed, it will affect the nation at the end. It will affect the country, because we need them to be at their best.
KTN News imepata picha za kipekee zinazo